Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be part 2 of my Declutter series of my makeup trolley. Again, I got this trolley from Wayfair.com and I keep all my makeup and my skincare in there. I'm going to do my skincare last because that's just harder for me to declutter, but the makeup for some reason is just easier for me to get rid of old makeup. So I got rid of most of my lippies, so this is what I am left with, and my lashes I also cleaned that out. So time to go through the rest of the stuff. This is the skincare. Again, I'm gonna do that last because it's really difficult for me to declutter my skincare, but I'm gonna go through the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers. So I'm gonna go clean this one out. Clean this one out. Like, what is this? So messy. And then I'm gonna clean this one out as well. And then the others. This is heavy. Yeah, this isn't working with the camera. This isn't working, but yeah, I'm gonna go through all of that as well. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is my eyeshadow singular pots, singular quads, whatever you want to call it, stash. I'm going to quickly run through this because I need to get this out of the way. I've been trying to film this video for a while and it's just not working. Anyways, let's get to it. So I'm going to just start grouping these by brands. That way I could quickly run through it. So these are the These are the Patrick Star eyeshadow quad from MAC. I love these shadows. The colors are really great, so I'm definitely holding on to this. The colors in these are just beautiful. These two are MAC eyeshadow. This is a MAC eyeshadow palette. However, these two colors on the top, I don't know what they're called. They're from MAC. I don't remember what the colors are. And then these two are from NYX. When NYX used to have, or NYX, whatever you want to call it, used to have their little mini 3.0 eyeshadows. I kept these two because they're really nice colors. So yeah, I'm holding on to that. Definitely hold on to that. My Huda Beauty Warm Up Session palette. If you're a brown girl, you should definitely get this palette. It's like my favorite. Anytime I'm going anywhere, if I'm traveling and I know I'm going to be away, I try to carry one makeup palette because I don't want to walk around with a lot of makeup with me. And this is definitely always one of the ones that I choose because it's just really nice. You could do an entire eye look out of this and call it a day. Definitely holding on to it. Melt eyeshadow stacks. Now I only have one because I really wanted to try out what the hype was about, and I bought it during the holiday season when they had them on sale. I really wanted this one. This was the baby girl stack, and I must say that I am not a fan of melt eyeshadow stacks. For one, because they're magnetic and because they're a little circular disc, they tend to slip and slide, so they're not travel friendly at all, and that's how I end up losing a eyeshadow right here. I don't even know why I'm holding on to this disc. I could probably throw it away. The eyeshadow itself is really nice. The colors are nice, even though the colors online look a lot different than they do in person. The colors themselves are nice. They're really nice, but I am just not a fan of melt eyeshadow stacks at all. I like their eyeshadows. I'm just not a fan of how they package it at all. They're just not travel friendly. Why do I keep saying friendly? They're just not travel friendly, and that's the reason why I will not be buying anymore, even though I love it. But I'm gonna hold on to it. Next up is these three from Wet n Wild. I've had them for a while. This is my second time like going through this drawer and decluttering it. I did declutter it last year. I am going to post that video. However, I held on to these three palettes because I felt like I needed them. And this is the Comfort Zone palette, the Blue Had Me at a Low palette, and the Walk-In the Red Carpet palette. This palette is not so great. The colors aren't that great at all. These two, they're just not that great. I used to use this color a lot. Not anymore. It's not serving me any purpose, so that's definitely being decluttered. This palette I held on to because one, it's a nice warm greeny palette. Two, this color reminds me a lot like MAC's Club. Let me try it. put it right there. Like, it is just like a dual chrome eyeshadow, and that was the only reason why I held on to this palette. Honestly, the only reason why I held on to this palette. However, I'm not using it. It's not serving me any purpose anymore, and I think it's time for me to declutter it. Likewise with the blue palette, it's not serving me any purpose at all. I held on to it because I love blue eyeshadow. However, I have my moments when I don't wear blue eyeshadows. This palette is probably the best one out of them in terms of pigment. But again, it's not serving me any purpose, and there's no need for me to hold on to it, so I'm definitely going to declutter it. Whew. All right, next up. This Sarek palette I've had for a while. This used to be my go-to palette. I loved it so much because I love these two colors. However, it's a little bit too cool tone, and I don't reach for it anymore. And I think a part of me, the reason why I held on to the palette was because I love the packaging of it, like this little leather emboss. It was perfect. But again, it's not serving me any purpose, and it's time for me to let it go. So Marie Kondo said, let it go. Next up is the 3 Nars eyeshadow palettes that I have. This one I still use. This is the Cordura palette. I like it a lot. It's really nice. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this one. This one, I lost an eyeshadow and it's like super old and it's falling apart, and I don't ever reach for this ever. So I'm definitely going to throw this away. Oh God, it's like broken. Garbage. This is a purple eyeshadow that I very rarely wear. However, it's such a beautiful matte purple that I have a hard time letting go of it. And so I will not let go of it yet. So I'm going to hold on to it. Next up is some eyeshadows that I got from Victoria's Secret when Victoria's Secret was selling makeup. These two are from the Christian Siriano collaboration with Victoria's Secret, and then this one is like just a regular very sexy eyeshadow. Now this eyeshadow is such a beautiful black eyeshadow with specks of gold. I love the packaging and I love this eyeshadow, even though I very rarely wear it. But there's no need for me to hold on to it at all. Like, it's very irrational for me to hold on to it, but I kind of don't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to put a question mark over it. I may or may not declutter this one. This one can definitely go in the garbage. I used to wear it a lot, and that's why it started to fall apart. I'm not wearing it anymore, so it definitely could go in the garbage. And this eyeshadow is like one of my favorite greens. I love this green. It's just so pretty. I don't own a lot of green eyeshadows because green is just not one of those eyeshadows that I like to wear a lot. But this color I don't want to get rid of, so therefore I am holding on to it. These two I spoke about in my Almay video. They're not great. They're not great, but they're not horrible. They're great as a base. I don't think they're great as a singular eyeshadow. So I am going to hold on to them because I decluttered the others already. So I still will be using these. Oh, almost there, almost there. This eyeshadow, it almost looked like I stole from Sephora, but I promise you I did not. A friend of mine worked at Sephora. She gave it to me, and this is the Christian Dior eyeshadow palette. I don't even know what the name of this is. What is this called? I don't know what it's called because it doesn't have a name on it, but I love this eyeshadow a lot. Christian Dior makes really great eyeshadows, really great eyeshadow. However, they're out of my price range. They're out of my budget, and unless they go on sale for like $40 or $30, I probably won't be owning any more Christian Dior eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it because I love this palette a lot. Whenever I do my mom's makeup, I tend to use this palette on her because it glides over, the formula of the eyeshadow is so smooth that it glides over mature eyelids so much easier, and it's just perfect. So I'm gonna still hold on to it. I guess I could talk about these three. These three are my favorite, and therefore I will not be throwing them away. So these are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow pots. I have like this greeny color, this purple color, and this color. I'm definitely holding on to it. They're really great. I love eyeshadow pots because there are times when I don't feel like doing all that extra blending, and sometimes it's just easier for me to just take out an eyeshadow pot, put it over my eyes, and call it a day. The Victoria's Secret eyeshadow pots I definitely want, but I'm gonna wait till they have a sale before I buy it. And these I still wear because I like to just put them on, put some mascara on, and I'm out the door. So I'm holding on to these too. This I got in a Laura gift box. Nothing to write home about, nothing to talk about. It's a great shadow. It's from Model & Co. Great eyeshadow. The packaging is cheap. I'm not a fan. The colors are nice, but I don't need it, so I'm going to declutter it. This is a MAC eyeshadow. I don't know why it's so hard to open this. This is a MAC eyeshadow. Again, it's not a bad color. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Like, I don't think it's anything to write home about. The color is just like, look at that. Can you see that? It's just it's just like it's nothing that I want to reach for, so I'm decluttering it. This Smashbox trio, I like it a lot. I like this brown. I've used so much of it. It's a really nice brown, and I used to use it a lot in my eyebrows. And every now and then, if I don't have any if I can't find my eyebrow pencil and I need my brows to be a little bit more defined, I reach for it. So that's the only reason why I'm holding on to it, because I love the brown. The ColourPop eyeshadow pots, they're really great. I don't think I'll be buying any more of the eyeshadow pots because, to be really honest, even though they're cheap, I think they're like $5 or $6 now, you don't get a lot. Like, you literally don't get a lot for what you're paying. So I would prefer to spend a little bit more money and buy something that I would be using a lot more of than to buy these that I've only gotten like not a lot out of. So I love this one. This is what is this called? Oh, look at that. It like popped right out. This is a Game Face. I had another one of this and I gave it away, but I love this eyeshadow a lot. I've hit pan on it, but that's because there's not much in there. But I'm going to use it up and then I'm going to throw it away. This one is, I don't know what this color is called. Drift. Really nice color. Holding on to it. And then these two I'm definitely holding on to. This color reminds me a lot of this color, except this has a little bit more green pigment into it than this one, but I'm holding on to the both of them. They're really nice shadows. What else? This is the Sea and Sky eyeshadow. I don't wear a lot of blue eyeshadows right this moment because I'm not in a blue eyeshadow moment kind of girl. So but I don't want to declutter it because I really like this palette. Like, I remember when it first came out and I was working at Macy's at the time and I just wanted this. So I saved my little coins and I went downstairs and I bought it. And yeah, I'm going to hold on to it because it has a little bit of sentimental value. So yeah, I'm holding on to that. These Maybelline pots I've decluttered already. I've decluttered a lot of them already. This was the only one I kept. And I kept this because I wanted to use it as a base. So I have a purple base, which I have in the Almay. And I think I'm going to hold on to the Maybelline one because I want to use this as a blue base for whenever I wear blue eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm holding on to this one. What's next? What next? I guess I could go through these samples. These are, what is this brand called? Ooh, I can't remember what the brand is called. Illamasqua. These are Illamasqua eyeshadow pigment sample. I've had them for a while. And this is the gold. And this is the silver. And I'm just going to get rid of them because I have no purpose for them. I don't even know why I still have them. So, yeah. Let me get rid of this extra stuff. Anyways, we're all halfway there. Almost there. Alright, these singular eyeshadow pots from MAC. What I am going to do is I am going to declutter the pots, take the eyeshadows out, and just keep the eyeshadows, but I'm getting rid of the pots. I'm gonna use the pots to do my back to MAC, and that's that. This was my one of the first eyeshadows I bought from MAC. This is Steamy. I like this color. And this is Copperin, which I used to use a lot of as well. And then this is called Deep Fixation. It's a really nice brown. So I'm going to declutter these. Obviously not now, but I'm going to declutter these and then get rid of the pots. This was a white eyeshadow base that I had from NYX. I had the pencil, the NYX Jumbo pencil, and I decluttered the pencil and I kept this. This is old. This can go in the garbage. What I am going to do is just take the white stuff out and hold on to the pot so I can do my back to MAC. And these are all samples. So these are just like samples of highlighters or colors from MAC. This is a sample of some glitters from MAC. This is another sample of some glitter from MAC. I'm going to hold on to these because I tossed all the other glitters that I had, but I'm going to hold on to that one. This is a sample of highlighters that I'm going to hold on because I'm going to put them in my lotion to make my body glitter or body shimmer. I am not going to be buying that Fenty Beauty body shimmer. It's too expensive, so I'm just going to make my own from my own lotion. So I'm going to hold on to these two. And this is a sample of the Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup powder that I hold on to. And then another sample. These two are pigments that I bought from Coastal Scents a while back. I'm going to hold on to these because I want to make my body glow butter type stuff with these. That was the whole purpose of me holding on to them. Some glitters. This pot, is this even good? I recently bought this. Yeah, it's still good. This is an eyeliner I'm holding on to. And this is my paint pot. I use it, still use it. This is a highlighter from, what is this? Like, what is this? This is a highlighter from ColourPop. I don't use it on my face. I use it on my body, so I'm holding on to. This is a recent purchase I'm holding on to, and this I could probably get rid of. This is, what is this called? Improper Copper. This is a cream shadow from MAC. I could definitely get rid of it. So basically, there's nothing left. So that's that. I'm just going to clean up and then come back on camera with this. Okay, so these are all the keeps. I know it still looks like a lot, but that's all the stuff that's going to be tossed. And then these three are going to be depotted. I wish I could be a little bit more radical. Like a little bit more minimal when it comes to my makeup, but makeup is something that I love and I just don't want to get rid of a lot of these things because I mean realistically I still use them. Even though I'm not using them every single day, I still use them and I love my makeup. So it's what's bringing me joy in this world at this current moment. And yeah, so this is the second portion of my declutter, and then I'm going to be doing some more videos later. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you stuck through everything, I really appreciate it, and I'll be continuing to do a lot more decluttering later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.